One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. The Mustangs will get us started with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So the Oregon State Beavers offense has the ball first today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position 1, objective number 1 today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
The Beavers will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Cox. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Beavers are on the move. To the air, it's Boone. Finds us back in the middle. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st down and 10. Off play action. Throwing right. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. That's why everybody has to do the tip drill, DBs and receivers, and it worked out this time for the offense.
That's exactly what you want as a defender. Just get your hand on the football, let that thing bounce, and you see so many big plays made, but it was the opposite. It goes right to the wide receiver, makes the play, makes the catch. Man, that's frustrating for a defense.
He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. Now the play fake. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Here comes the field goal unit. The holder will spot it about 35 yards out. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs offense will go to work for the first time today. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him, and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test.
He lofts one down the sideline. Intercepted. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. So they'll decline the penalty, pleased with the results of that last play. They'll run this play from the pistol. Shoots it to the left. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They try to pop a run on the draw. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4. And the Beavers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Boone. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Well, will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. This one's complete. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He'll do it himself. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. And the Mustangs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, running back gets to give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Offense breaks the huddle. It's 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. The Beavers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Runs through a tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. And the running game has been disastrous on the last couple of plays. They'll try to salvage the drive on 3rd down. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. The Beavers will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Mustangs with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Looking downfield, it's Velasquez. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Went up top on 2nd down. That leaves them needing a yard here on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The kick is on its way. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. To the ground with the back. Jukes his way for more. Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Right on the money. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And now on second down for this offense. Makes the grab. It's Sullivan. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Cox. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
On the play. Second down coming up.
Off the play fake. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. To the air, it's Boone. Good timing on the quick out. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Just keep slinging it. Gets it out fast. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. The Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there. Got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty.
Neutral zone is on action. Defense penalty.
So the offense accepts a penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. They go right back to this guy on second and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Marshall is ahead right now in Huntington, but that's not exactly Randy Moss out there controlling this game. Things are a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over ULM. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Got his man in the middle. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Mustangs racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. It'll be third and long. Looking to throw, it's Velasquez. That third down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground. And the Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Nice job to make the fair catch at the 16. Make sure that ball didn't bounce into the coffin corner. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Caught behind the line. It's Cox. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Back to pass. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Beavers will try to pin them back with the punt. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Out of the gun, the inside give. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. You open a drive like that, and the entire playbook opens up on 1st down from the 44. Back to throw, it's Velasquez. Quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. They'll move the tight end. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Pressure coming. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be 4th down. And the Mustangs will call on their punt team. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's Sullivan.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. And the Beavers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete to the right. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
The offense will have to use its 1st time out of the half. Looking downfield, it's Boone. Almost had the completion, just missed it. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got him this time. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the 1st down. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Uncorks it. Complete to the right. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The new popular phrase for a favorite team not really coming out of the gates quickly is that they're playing with their food. There are a lot of peas being pushed around the plate right now, guys.
Yeah, Reese, they've been stumbling around. They've been making mistakes and shooting themselves in the foot in this game. But, David, I think you also have to give credit to the underdog in this game because they're just playing with more intensity. They look like they want it more.
Oh, dude, when you come out the gates in the first quarter, it's adrenaline, it's passion, it's being talked about as the underdog. As this game goes on, can they keep that intensity up? Right now, they're doing a heck of a job.
And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. The returner will field it and try to do some business. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy might be the one that leaves here today with a big fat W. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
The Beavers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Coming out with it, it's Walker. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Finds the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Offense gets set for second down. Looking to throw, it's Velasquez. Throws to the tight end. He makes a catch. Stopped at the 43 after the 15-yard pickup. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And right down the middle. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Bishop. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Behind the chains now on second and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Right down the middle. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. He's got an open man. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. The Beavers have it with a 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking to pass. It's Boone. Fires to the middle. Finds a tight end down the gut. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Right bites the back on the option. The give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line. It's Bishop. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cox. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Now facing a 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. Got his man out of the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit there. They took all the quarterback's options downfield away, forced them to check it down, rallied to the football, and now they've set up 4th.
They punted away on 4th down. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Off play action on 1st down. Under fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
The Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Boom. Power football with the run. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Now this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Mustangs decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wondered maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? Dropping back, it's Boone. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sullivan. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Off the RPO, complete. Breaks into the open. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Quarterback on the keeper. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8. And the Beavers trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to bowl his way in. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. 3rd and goal, where the strong come through. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Beavers!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back, knowing if they get down in this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Vanderbilt is down big on the scoreboard, and for a program that traditionally struggles to score, I think we know where this one is headed. They're trailing by 17 to Oklahoma. Week in and week out in the SEC, it's a battle of attrition. And if anything big changes, you'll hear about it here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The give to the back. Turning it on. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a first down for the offense.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. On the run, it's Huber. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
Hand off from the shotgun. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Leaves it with the running back. Plows through the defense.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
17 on the play. And that's good enough for a first down.
The give out of the gun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll keep it himself. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He'll pull it on the read. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. No good. That one may sting a little, guys. Instead of getting it down to 10, feeling good about things, still a 13-point lead. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the ground, he's got it again. Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up 1 to the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Fires to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Third down coming up after that completion. Scanning the field, it's Boone. He's going to throw deep right side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Was looking for more running room but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Working that left side. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's...
There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Leaves it with the back. Past the first down marker and still running. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run play action. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And is picked off at the goal line. That's a way to make a stand. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. On the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Empty backfield, 5 wide receivers on 2nd and 12. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It'll be a draw. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Punt is on its way. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Looking for a man. It's Velasquez. Makes the grab over the middle. The Mustangs headed quickly to the line.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got it behind the line. It's Cuber. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Cuber. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. And the Mustangs look to keep this drive humming. The snap sets up to throw. Makes the grab on the left. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Cuber. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Here's a heat. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. A field goal is not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to get you a quick update on a game happening in the MAC. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by just 1 over the Red Hawks of Miami. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye